Hi. Vocational training in Germany is just another term for Ausbildung in Germany. Why choose Germany? And what are the Ausbildung benefits in Germany? Germany is renowned for its robust vocational training system, offering a unique of blends of hands-on experience with academic learning, which brings a perfect place to develop skills in a practical settings, and this can open doors to multitude of career opportunities. Vocational training is a earn and learn mode of training. You are earning as you are learning. Welcome back to today's video. Let's dive into the goal for today. Today's video is also a vocational training video in Germany, a vocational training in Germany continuation video. And this is about Berufe im Labor. I've already discussed 12 career options of Ausbildung in Germany, which you can find in sciences or natural sciences Ausbildung in Germany playlist. Today I'll be discussing 2 more career options, and we have a lot of Ausbildung opportunities when it comes to this career options, Berufe im Labor. So, as the picture beside me is showing, the first I'll be discussing today, which is actually the 13th career option, is the medizinische Technologien für Veterinary Medicine. That is medical technologist for veterinary medicine. The duration is 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years, you can take it full-time or part-time. If you're taking it as a full-time training, it's 3 years, and if it's a part-time, it's 5 years. The type of the training is a Berufsfachschulberuf. It's a vocational school occupation. And do you need your certificate? Yes, you need your German language, which is always is very important. You need your German language from your B2 upwards. Any vocational training, most vocational training depends on the special words, special terms that are being used in the vocational training, and this will determine the level of German language you must have. So, apart from your German language, you need your Mittelbildungsabschluss, that is your intermediate school leaving certificate. Anything lower than your intermediate school leaving certificate, it's possible you are not accepted. But anything higher than that, or equivalent certificate, which is your Mittelbildungsabschluss, that is your intermediate school leaving certificate, you are accepted. So if you don't understand what your intermediate school leaving certificate means, you can do your Anerkennung, that is your standardization of your certificate. Most foreigners here, you have to do your Anerkennungs, and if you are not in Germany, you also have to do your Anerkennungs, that is the standardization of your certificate. This will help you know what level you are in the German educational system, and it can equate your certificates to the German level certificate. So standardization, your German language, then you are good to go. So what do you do if you are a veterinary medicine? If you want to become a veterinary technologist, you make significant contribution to diagnostics in early stages of detection of animal diseases and disease prevention. You monitor treatments. You make sure that there are laboratory analysis. For example, you take swabs of tissues. For example, you apply procedures appropriate to the requirements of veterinary indication. You evaluate the results, you prepare laboratory results and serve them as basis for your veterinary diagnosis. So you make important contribution when it comes to food consumption. You examine animal food such as meat or milk or meat products. You check them as well for germs. You check them for drug residues, you check them for environmental toxins, and you document your result as well. In order not to falsify your results, you make sure that you sterilize all your equipment, so you calibrate your instruments and you carry out repair if necessary to ensure that maintenance intervals and safety measures are being followed, they are being adhered to. So as a veterinary medical technologist, where do you find employment? You find employment in labs, veterinary clinics, and practices that are into inspection, you find employment in centers and offices that are into animal health services, or in slaughterhouses, in dairies, and in meat production plants or pharmaceutical industries. Meat production plants or pharmaceutical industries. That is where you find employment. So you have a lot of job opportunities where you can find jobs. So we have come to the end of the first part of the video. Let's not forget, it's a 3-year course, 3 to 5 years. If you take it as a part-time, it's 5 years. If you take it as a full-time, it's 3 years. It's a Beruf factory Beruf, and that's a vocational school occupation. And without your intermediate school leaving certificate, that is your Bildungsabschluss, you are not admitted. Anything higher, yeah, fine, you are accepted into it. And if you don't understand what Bildungsabschluss is with the certificate that you have, all you have to do is to standardize your certificate. You bring it to the German level educational system. You check so you know where your certificate falls into. So I'll see you in the second part of the video. Don't forget, don't give up on your careers, because only you can stop you. See you in the next part of the video. Welcome to the second part of the video, and this career option, as the picture beside is showing, in Milchwirtschaftlicher Laborantin, that is dairy laboratory assistant. The duration is 3 years, and it's an anerkannte Ausbildungsberuf. It is a recognized training, and the duration is 3 years. Do you need a certificate? Your Hochschulreife, Hauptschulabschluss, Realschulabschluss, any of the certificates, that's your university entrance qualification certificate, your secondary school leaving certificate, your high school leaving certificate. With this, you can assess this vocational training. And of course, your German language, which is very important. Your German language is very important. So if you have not started, what are you waiting for? If you have, give yourself a very big thumbs up and a big pat at the back. You've done very well. So as a dairy technician, laboratory assistant, what do? You conduct chemical, physical, and microbiological analysis of milk and dairy products at all stages of production. You monitor the water required for production. You monitor the packaging material used. In preparation for the test, you determine the necessary laboratory materials and equipment to be used. You check their functionality. Using analytical equipment, you make sure that you identify ingredients, you record their quantities, you test the ingredients, you keep the results that you have from the test. You store them in the information management system. You do specific test criteria with previous test results, and you test again with other products. You ensure that the quality of dairy products is ultimately assessed based on their evaluation. That is, everything is adhered to when it comes to safety measures. When it comes to dairy product, you make sure that is being adhered to. So where do you find employment? You find employment in milk processing companies, in cheese factories, in public administration institutes that test dairy products according to food law, and in dairy training and research institutes, and in food production plants. That is where you find employment. So anything that has to do with food production, when it comes to dairy products, that is milk products, we find employment there. Or where milk is being produced and cheese is being produced as well, you find employment there. So it is 3 years, and it's an anerkannte Ausbildungsberuf. It is a recognized training. You need your German language, and also you need other certificates as well. If you don't know the equivalence of your certificate, as I said in the first part of this video, you can standardize it, which is called Anerkennung in Germany. You standardize your certificate so you know which level of certificate you have from different countries that you are coming from. So if this video has helped you, share with more amazing people like you so they can have this information as well. Don't forget, don't give up on your careers, because only it can stop you. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because there are more career options that are still going to be posted, so that you are the first to know when I drop these videos. I encourage you to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. So I'll see you in my next video.